Like the thing is that a lot of people are just saying like, I'm not a homophobe. Like I think they have the right to exist, that kind of thing. But then like when something that they see like a representation of like LGBTQ, and you get like a bad taste in the mouth, right? Then that goes to show that you are actually homophobic.
It's a funny story. At least it is to me.
So I'll start first. I'm Kai. I'm the content creator behind Kai Unclassified. I can't even say my brand name properly. Kai Unclassified. And we have released a teaser for the sequel film that will come out on Christmas and New Year. Come on. Where are you going? I have with me two of my actors, Seethoo and Edwin. They played Darren and Sean in the short film. So if you have not watched it, please go and watch it. Yeah.
Yes, it's a fantastic film.
Yeah, so I'm Edwin. I cast as Sean in part 1.
I am Seethoo. I am Darren. I play Darren.
So I put out a casting call for a short film, and I explicitly stated that it's a LGBT theme, and the actors need to be comfortable playing like homosexual or like a bisexual person. Yeah, and have like some form of like intimacy on camera lah. And so to give the context, I only had like 3 people who responded.
Really?
Yeah. Only 3 person responded. Oh, you all didn't even know, right?
Oh, I thought you had more than that.
No, okay. I only had 3.
Oh, could it be because of the intimacy and the LGBTQ thing?
I got a feeling.
Because typically it should be a lot of people going to respond, right?
Yeah. Because like it may be a stigma thing. Yeah, like because you have to play a gay person on camera. Yeah, because in comparison with the second film and the third film that I released, right? I mean, they are also LGBT themed, right? But the second one, they also I was looking for like to play like either a lesbian or like a pansexual person or bisexual person lah. But I had like more than 10 applicants. Yeah, for the female characters.
I see.
And in comparison like to this one, the first film, I haven't finished. 3 applicants. Two here lah. And one of them is like 17 years old. So I couldn't cast him. Yeah, so it was like left to these 2 guys.
And that was in June, and I only graduated in May or April.
Graduated from LaSalle.
From LaSalle, yeah. So I was very new to this freelancing as an actor thing. I did intimate scenes before on stage when I was in school, so I thought, this would be same, I'll play a person who likes guys, and I was fine with that, so I just went for it. Yeah.
But do you actually like thought about like the possible stigma?
I did not think about stigma.
Because I mean like this is like your first few films.
Yeah, but I would people see my showreel and then people watch me, and this is my first like short film on online. Yeah. I think that's fine. I think I didn't think too much about it actually. And I didn't pay any attention to it because a gig is a gig and a character is a character,
Right.
Yeah.
But in like practically speaking, like because you did apply for things after that, right?
Yeah.
Like acting roles and stuff like that. And you actually used that as part of your portfolio.
Yeah.
Right. And so far so good?
So far okay, yeah.
I saw some casting ads, and this one I'm actually quite surprised to see one that actually is on about LGBT content. Yeah, because you don't see much of this content online these days, especially in Singapore. Yes. Yeah. So as for the stigma part, I don't really care. I think there should be more of such content to eradicate this stigma. Yes.
Oh, you're like my branding spokesperson. That's what Kai Unclassified is actually like represent, like trying to represent, like the whole idea of like why I went into like LGBTQ content is because like you say, like it isn't really readily available, and and because like the mainstream media has a certain legislation involved and censorship that representation of LGBTQ characters in mainstream media like free to air, right? They cannot be, it's specifically stated cannot be shown leading justified lifestyle. Yeah, so if let's say like there's a gay character in like a Chinese drama, okay, he cannot be like a healthy man who is like rich or like, you know, well-to-do or whatsoever. He has to be like someone with HIV or someone who is like a pedophile, that kind of thing. Yeah, so that is for the mainstream media. Yeah, but the thing is that like you all said, like it's not really very readily available out there because a lot of this film is not cheap to make.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lot of effort. For Kai Unclassified, we are running on deficit. It's actually quite a brainless thing to say, lack of better word, like to just be doing like content for free. But it's for a bigger thing like we want to push for inclusiveness and to normalize like these conversations and this content.
You know society isn't as inclusive as what they say.
If he really becomes an aqua, it's going to be very difficult for him in future.
You're right. This is tiring. What do we do?
Okay, then the audition came. For the very first audition, I really like expected them to do like Darren actually got very close to Sean. Yeah. So how do you feel that when you have to like be receiving the one receiving the action?
I expected some form of intimacy since it's already quite. I mean, from the way the ad is put out, I already sort of guessed there would be intimacy. So I just actually when you told me that Kenny is going to cast as Darren, I actually went to look up his Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
To make sure he's
just to have a feel, kind of sensing like who is it that I'm going to be acting intimate with. Yeah, but yeah. So when the audition came, I already know that face, so it doesn't feel so foreign.
So he's a good stalker.
So he's a good stalker.
I remember, if I think about it, felt less like an audition and more like a rehearsal already for the actual shoot. Because we went in, we did the thing, and then we're like, okay, the two of us will be playing those roles. Yeah. So, oh, okay. Wow.
The fastest confirmation you ever.
Yeah. Like on the day, on the night itself. I remember it was very fun. First time being that intimate with a guy, whether on stage or on set. So that was a good experience. Yeah.
But now that you know that there were only like 2% who qualified. So the thing is that when I saw that I only had 2 options, right? I was actually a bit worried. I mean, like if any of y'all suck or like doesn't really fit what I envisioned. I mean, truthfully speaking, okay, I got the other one lah. Yeah. So when I saw you all came, then I'm like, okay, first look, okay, pass. then after that, then like, okay, you all acted out, and I was actually quite surprised. The shoot actually didn't happen at Army Staircase lah.
I thought it was quite fast, quite smooth. Yeah. Except those occasional periods where the camera overheat.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to explain why the camera overheats because it's really freaking hot.
Yeah, it's very stuffy in there.
Yeah, I mean we shoot in June. June is like the super hot period. Yeah, and it's very stuffy there lah. So super humid, and we were like breathing each other's like sweat vapor. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact figure now, but we are actually hitting 8.5k view on YouTube. Yeah. I mean, like, it's nothing compared to like Xiaxue and Sylvia's
of course.
video. There's like way over 1 million. But you know, watch good content, you know. I think like 8,000 plus. I'm contented.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, content creator contented. But I think like it deserves to be watched by more people lah. 8.5k people have seen you all being intimate.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Fantastic.
It's good that people are interested in watching.
I think it's a very good thing because that means your video has an impact on people. Yeah.
Damn hot! My ovaries exploding last year.
maybe like directly, like has any friends told you anything that struck you or like that you all think is worth mentioning?
Yeah, Edwin, you got anything first?
Friends, I didn't tell a lot of people, but yeah, but I'm most happy with all the comments on the YouTube itself. And, it's all very positive. That means the video has made an impact.
Okay. That was one that was very interesting because he was my because I was sergeant in the army and he was my man, one of them, and he watched it. And if I remember correctly, he told me that after watching that, he told me he felt uneasy.
Right.
But it was very interesting because because I thought it was I tried more. I asked him more questions like what was the uneasiness, what was the thing. He said that he could see me doing that, actually doing those type of things in the army camp, in the staircase, and then the thought unnerved him because because he saw me as this person, and now in this film I'm another person. So I asked him some more, right? And I thought it was approaching like the discriminatory side, but I think it was more of for him it was very I'll use the word interesting to see his previous commander now becoming like this person.
Right.
It's totally very different, and then he actually said that please make more of these type of films because not just because there's no LGBTQ films, but because Singapore itself does not have produced all this type of media anymore. So I thought that was interesting.
Okay, so you mean like he started off saying that he's uneasy when he saw that,
Yeah.
but he after actually said we should have more of these things.
Yeah.
So he's actually supportive.
Yeah, he's supportive. Yeah. Which also took me by surprise. At the end.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Like
Yeah.
because like, okay. so he, okay. So I guess like he kind of like think it's good to have this kind of content, but it's just a bit more uneasy or like uncomfortable to see someone that he knows being portrayed in a way that he doesn't know the person of.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think that was what he was. Yeah.
That's interesting because okay, so the whole thing about like I mean like there's a lot of social issues involved with like how people actually have a certain discrimination towards like this kind of content. Like the thing is that a lot of people are just saying like I'm not a homophobe, like I think they have the right to exist, that kind of thing. But then like when something that they see like a representation of like LGBTQ and you get like a bad taste in the mouth, right? Then that goes to show that you are actually homophobic.
Yeah.
Because you have like an unknown dislike towards like seeing something that actually like irritates you or annoy you like when you look at it. So it's something worth thinking about. And I think like in my course of like doing this films and stuff, right? I mean most of my I wouldn't say most of my friends, I don't know exactly, but probably like quite a few of my friends would think that I'm straight. But now that they see that I'm doing all these things, and then because they were my friends, like a lot of people that I know from previously, I was closeted for most of my life lah, and they will know they assume that I'm straight, and that's what people would actually assume, the whole heteronormative narrative ma. So when they realize that I'm actually making LGBT contents, they actually would go and really watch them. If not, like they probably would not. Like it wouldn't be something that they would deliberately go and find to watch as heterosexual people, and that I can understand because that's something that like for people who are like LGBTQ, like we are looking out for these kind of things because people want to see representation of themselves. As a heterosexual person, cisgendered person, the most comfortable thing and the most like relatable thing to them is seeing people like them, acting like them, thinking like them on screen, and that's easy. But then like when you see something that is like a representation of something that you're not, that's when you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable spot and be thinking, and if you are an empathetic person, right, that's when you start to put yourself in the person's shoe of like what the person might be facing like in the society, as someone who are considered like deviant from the society. Yeah, in the words of our government, deviant and gross act. Yeah. I think like the gift has a I wouldn't want to spoil anything. I wouldn't say like it's happy ending or sad ending or whatsoever. But I think like it actually gives like a very good resolution for all the stories that were presented. Yeah, and I think like if anything to take away from watching the gift, it will be that it gives everyone like a sense of hope.
Sense of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
A sense of hope, which is something that we truly need like, in our society.
Yeah,
Sense of hope.
very much needed.
Okay, so that's it for today. Subscribe, like, share, comment.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Did you make a wish?
Sure you know what it was.